attempt. As for Josh, things would only continue to get worse and more complicated for him. His behavior would become more and more erratic, not to mention more and more controversial. While he'd largely avoided the attention of YouTubers before, a lot of people, largely smaller creators, would start making videos about him, as clips of his outbursts were circulating again and again. Among these clips, one of them that really made its way around was from a live stream of Josh from sometime in early 2023. The stream started innocently enough until the King of New York is approached by someone claiming to be a fan, only to really quickly devolve into whatever this is.
My name is Guzman, and I've been hired by somebody on TikTok to supervise all autistic people. And looks like you're
Go away.
It turns out this man is Douglas Skates, who from what I can gather is a bit of a professional troll, having approached Josh mainly for clout. As you can see, Josh isn't exactly enthused to talk to him, which leads to a very strange back and forth wherein Josh tries to leave the man as far behind as possible, only for Douglas to always catch up to him, to which Josh always seems pretty shocked.
I don't want to talk to you.
I'm here to help.
No. If I'm calling the police.
This would keep happening pretty much for the entirety of the live stream, with Douglas constantly popping out of nowhere, just spawning in place, always able to find Josh within a few minutes of losing him. This should, of course, not really be surprising given Josh continued to stream his location, meaning Douglas could easily just watch it, find out where he is again, and then wait for him to leave, and then
That's what I don't
this
get.
clip ended up circulating both on TikTok and YouTube, mainly due to Josh's very, very angry disposition towards Douglas. Doug himself would release clips of his interactions as part of a larger video, where, as the title suggests, he's trying to get banned from every library in town.
Chill out, bro. We're cool. We're cool. Guys, I'm sorry. I'm taking care of him. He's getting mad. I'm his caretaker. Calm down.
You're not.
Don't hit me, sir. Look, bro.
As more and more of his public outbursts were exposed via compilations and re-uploads, Josh would start catching the attention of the commentary scene, resulting in a number of videos being released about him, namely from Kiwi
love
Tips.
this
But more interesting
sleigh.
than most of these videos is a release from a
filter.
channel called Masshole Media. The channel released a video in the form of a documentary where the filming crew shows us a day in the life of Joshua Block. It does give us a pretty interesting look at the kind of person Josh is, being fairly polite with the filming crew throughout. We get to see what he looks and acts like when he's not the one holding the camera, and frankly, he seems like a pretty nice dude when he's not plastered out of his mind.
How come, excuse me, is it true that, like, I looked on Google and bartenders can't accept an state ID in Mass? Is that
No, that's not true. That's not true.
How come I saw that on Google? Like, is it like a law that they can't accept it, but they don't enforce it?
We also get to see some more candid interactions with fans, who end up approaching him in droves. This time around, he does accept photo opportunities and doesn't actually ask for money from anyone. In general, the documentary puts quite a positive spin on Josh and his behavior, which frankly was a pretty refreshing find. But it doesn't exactly break new grounds by giving us more lore, other than making one very interesting assertion regarding Josh's drinking habit.
The alcohol situation with Josh, from what I saw and who I spoke with, he has about 4 to 5 drinks a day. We went to 2 bars and he just got out of dinner when I saw him. So he probably had 3 drinks when around the time when I was around. It wasn't like going to one bar, having 5 drinks, then leaving, going to the next bar, having 5 drinks, then leaving. It was one drink, you'd sit in there, he'd sip on it, he'd do whatever. He'd walk around for another hour, 30 minutes, whatever, and then we'd go to another bar and he'd have another drink. That's kind of what I perceived it as. Obviously, people are going to have other stories and kind of explain what they've seen from him, whether it be on his tours and whatever. But he was controlling it, and he was doing like a very, very good job, and he was still coherent. I didn't notice anything out of the blue.
Suffice to say, the Masshole channel has a rather flowery view of Josh's alcoholism, although admittedly finding out how bad his drinking is kind of hard. Given the statements by his customers, we know it's pretty bad, but without concrete numbers, it's hard to tell if he's, like, you know, pretty degenerate alcoholic or on the verge of death.
Oh, shit, I bet you there's not power.
For long. As the same month as the doc's release, a channel will be created on TikTok with a clear purpose, to answer the question of just how bad Josh's alcoholism is. The channel is pretty amusingly called World of Alcohol Tracker, and it boasts 170,000 followers of its own, pretty much spending its entire time keeping up on Josh's day-to-day activities, with a big focus on keeping track of how much he drinks. This is best exemplified by his very first video, where he notes down every single drink Josh had consumed on camera, calculating that, accounting for loss of blood alcohol level due to sobering up in between drinks, he would have had around 0.21% blood alcohol content level by 8 p.m., having started drinking around noon. For context, if if you blow a .8 when you get pulled over, you're probably going to get a DUI. So Josh is at triple that amount. With a slight break following the second video, this guy went on to diligently catalog Joshua's alcohol consumption for every single day from the 31st of October all the way up to January. He even documented a few more relevant metrics, including the amount of money Josh would spend on drinks and even the amount of calories consumed. The channel got a shocking amount of attention, especially considering that it really hasn't been around that long and is like a niche account following a relatively niche person in the grand scheme of things, just covering his alcohol addiction. It's such a small area of anything to focus on, and it blew up, which if anything shows just how fascinated people are with the world of t-shirts. Less than 2 weeks after posting his first video, he posted another breakdown, which ended up netting him over 2 million views, and in that video he concluded that throughout the 8th of November 2023, Josh got to a blood alcohol level of around 0.22, paid roughly $25, and consumed around 2,300 calories. For those who don't know, 2,300 calories is around what an average male his age would eat in a day, and he was consuming that in alcohol alone. The whole channel serves as a stark reminder of just how bad Josh's addiction has gotten, and given that he hits at least 0.2 across pretty much all these videos, it's clear that this man is drinking himself into an early grave. This new perspective on Josh led to a lot of attention being brought back to the World of T-Shirts channel, which was largely negative. While most had always been vaguely aware of his problem, these videos opened a lot of people's eyes to just how bad the problem was. Conversely, Josh and Michael would both end up learning about the tracker. According to the tracker himself, Michael came out against him, arguing he was sending people to Josh who would actively encourage him to drink more. Tracker dismissed that idea wholesale, arguing the only people encouraging it are people from Michael's side of things, which is definitely true.
I'm not here to physically help Josh anymore. I'm just here to leverage his account and his content to help people. I've gotten hundreds of messages validating that people are drinking less because of this content, are more mindful about the drinking, and I think this is all great positive reinforcement that this content is helping people. So I'm so happy for that. I'm happy for all of you guys. And as MQ says in this clip, my viewers or community are the ones telling Josh, oh, you need to get to 16, you need to break a new personal record. Those people are from his own community, and they have been the ones from day one of his drinking, career on TikTok. They're the ones egging him on.
Regardless of what Michael Quinn might want us to believe, everyone knew that Josh had a problem, regardless of the tracker's presence. Things are really put into perspective when we reach the end of 2023, with an update for December 31st. In it, he gives a breakdown for the whole day. But the really interesting part comes later, when he looks back over the entire month of December. According to his study, we find out Josh has spent around $1,500 on alcohol, with an average blood alcohol level at around 0.08, which once again is when you get a DUI. He would only spend 34% of the month sober, being at least slightly drunk 64% of the time, above driving limit for 40% of the time, and blackout drunk about 9% of the time. From this, he would also draw an average for the entire year, asserting that throughout 2023, Josh would have spent around $18,000 on alcohol and consumed 575,000 calories from drinking alone. Frankly though, while the tracker undoubtedly did really good work, it's really hard to see this having much
Yep.
of an effect.
That's a problem.
Showing no signs of changing at all. And pretty much for the whole last year, he's been stuck in Groundhog Day, doing the same thing over and over again to an audience of people who, for the most part, couldn't really care less what happens to him. This is best.
Well, that's also in New York too.
Yeah, but still, that's a lot of alcohol.
Still, it's a huge amount, but
That's a fair thing to keep in mind, I suppose.
Exemplified when you look at his channel today. While he still gets respectable views, compounded by the fact that he releases up to a dozen videos in a single day, the comment sections are universally filled with either trolls who want him to drink more, or people referencing the tracker who, while not being fans of him, do care enough to at least say that he should stop drinking. We live in a time when pretty much anyone can get famous for anything, and there's no better example of this than TikTok. The number of absolute degenerates who gain popularity just for that is uncountable. Given that, it shouldn't be a surprise that Joshua Block has found so much success. For all of his faults, one can't deny his achievements. He managed to turn his status as a lol cow into a little career, and to this day he makes enough money to fund his very expensive drinking habit. But that's simultaneously the tragedy of it. He's always encouraged to continue this self-destructive behavior with no regard for how it affects his mental and physical health because it keeps getting views. In that, it's hard to feel anything but pity for this guy. Despite his flawed personality, the truth is that he's not nearly as bad as many other people on the platform, and frankly, he is literally autistic. Like, this guy kind of needs help, and it's not from Michael Quinn. To see him self-destruct in such a spectacular fashion is pretty heartbreaking. I can't predict what will happen to the guy, but personally, I do hope he gets better at some point, and the first step to that is probably him getting off of TikTok. As for if that's going to happen, I wouldn't speak confidently either way. I've been Turkey Tom, thanks for watching.
I'm not confident about that.
Yeah, I would agree. Feel too set in stone on that. Okay, so now I gotta go find it.
Yeah, I saw you doing some light.
Yeah, I had to. Well, now because I've been dying. I died so many times when I was starting. That I burned through basically any of my like quote unquote free days with power and everything.
Yeah.
So yeah, now it's to the point where it's like, okay, if we want to have we want to have like lights and stuff, and not have to change out batteries or like even the gas station. That's the thing that I forgot about, and that's why I was like, oh right, I can't pump gas because I don't have a generator with me. I have a gas can. I have a gas like almost full gas can, and you can siphon gas out of like cars on the highway and stuff that just aren't worth trying to rebuild or fix up and use. Yeah. You can work on that and make that pretty easy. I just gotta go to the storage section of the map over here, which isn't terrible. It's just maintaining my vehicle's like integrity is kind of a important priority right now. We shall see. No, you're not gonna bite me, my mans. You neither.
Your swings and pushes are getting way better.
Well, yeah, I'm gaining blunt skill is why. Like long blunt skill. So yeah, my swings are gonna be, and I'm not debuffed massively because I haven't been like trying to just beat down hordes a bunch. I've been driving around, taking care of myself. The only thing I need is antidepressants, and I'll not be as sad. I could probably get rid of it by reading some shit. I just wanted to clear out some of these zombies while I have like a good durability bat on me. Nope, no! Only 14 hours. I'm not.
When you're massacred, the zombies look sad.
Right. Actually, you know what? We are going to start back in Bedford Falls. I know where I'm going to go.
And that's fucked up. You eventually can fight your own.
Oh yeah, no, I need to go find it because I need the keys on the keyring and shit. Yeah, there's shit like that I need to keep in mind. Where am I at? How close am I to the fucking? Oh, I'm towards the edge of town. Interesting. Okay. A burned down building. Or damaged building. Yes, actually, now would be a perfect time to smoke before I town.
I'll join that.
Throw the last bit of my shit onto the tray.
I will send you to Jesus.
I know. Please don't. I just had the zombies send me to Jesus. They all circled around me and sent me quick. All right, I'm ready whenever. Cheers. Fuck yeah. Good timing. There's no. Okay. The nice thing is I didn't spend a shit ton of time like learning skills other than first aid. Which so that helps.
And of course, when you die, you lose all your skills.
Yes, correct. I need to figure out what the mod is or something to relearn my skills. Like there should be a way to like save, like write up basically a, like write in like a notebook or something. I think. I'm not entirely sure, but there is a way to relearn your skill.
Ooh, dual wielding guitars.
Click on sandbox mode, skill recovery journal. Okay. That's what we do need to do.
We hot, nigga. You heard? Nigga, we on fire, boy. Niggas talking. What are you talking about, yo? I don't give a fuck. It's on. We on fire. I ain't fucking with none of you niggas. Okay, this is a song. It's a very simple song. This song is called Dope.
Do you know this fellow? No, I must say I find that hard to believe. It seems like he's everywhere these days.
Good. I think safe asses are pretty ample to do now.
Allow me to make an introduction. He's called the Dope Man.
What's good to know there's no maggots or glasses in the world.
You don't think you've seen this game before? This is a nice zombie survival game that's like pretty punishing times.
Well, I'm just looking at the world item removal list. Base hat, base whatever, maggots.
Yep. You can have that stuff removed pretty
Before
easily.
I head out, do you want to guess how many games I have on my list? After updating, I should say.
7 something.
834.
852.
Nope. My last game that I entered puts me at 798 games across all my systems.
Okay. Let's go.
And now I am done with my list. And now I am going to disappear and find my partner.
Okay. We'll talk to you later.
Talk to your friends. Bye.
Bye. Passive skill. Let's see here. No. Starter kit. Construction strength. Injury severity. Multi-hit. All close unlocked. Interesting. I can set it to where it spawns me in where I die. I don't know how I feel about that.
Well, that's kind of cool, though.
It is. I just feel like I would get swarmed constantly.
Oh, yeah.
That's more of what I mean by it. We'll do every 12 hours it respawns. 12-2. Okay, safe house. Chat. That's for now because it's just me and Sean. Destruction by sledgehammer. Vehicle VoIP. I don't see it.
What are we looking for?
There's a noise and definitely haunted shop at work. Or put salt around you. Oh, I'm trying to find that journal thing. I don't see it though.
And now for something completely different.
Character. Passive skills. I feel like it would be in this, but it doesn't. Huh.
They say they're crap.
Lab mini map. Okay. They said what?
I'm looking on Google and they say they're craftable.
Okay. I'll look into that then.
Nigga, you not wavier than the wavy man. Nigga, I got a better car. I got better songs. I look better. I got more bitches, nigga. I just live better than you, nigga. I'm the.
But that's in 2021.
Yeah. This is why I don't use Reddit.
No, it's okay.
Like y'all writing records and y'all niggas just sitting around watching that nigga look good. Ain't none of y'all niggas out there making nothing happen, man. It's my season, man. Fuck with your boy, man.
Okay, I just gotta go find a mod. There is a mod for skill recovery journal. It's okay. I don't think Sean's on yet, so. starter now.
Always.
See what other mods I need to enable. Make sure that's all set up before I start it back up.
That's a good idea.
On the main menu. Okay.
Many years of proper training and long practices. Bearing all this in mind, being very within these rigid principles, we have to improvise and then become as free as a bird.
Huh? Huh?
There we go. Oh, nope.
No, it's because I showed my monitor, which is fine. It's just, it's fine. I'll do that for now. Then it's all good. Mod option. Don't want to deal with the inventory Tetris right now. Do a recovery journal. Eco recycling, salvage. Yes. Gotta reload everything. Reloading Luia. Oh. It just looks ugly with the white bar on top. Very self-conscious about my top bar. Guys can look at me just for a second.
I'm sorry, what?
Hmm?
I think somebody hacked my Disney Plus account.
I have read while walking. Don't. Okay, so the 2 vehicle one. And they got added into that, okay.
That's creepy.
What?
So I just noticed I got a charge from Disney Plus, which I didn't know I had. So I logged into it, and there were names that were not my name.
Oh.
In any way, shape, or form. That's frightening.
That is frightening. You should probably go through and change all your account stuff for all your streaming services and stuff. Okay, general skill recovery percentage. We'll set it to 75. 2 times transcribe. 1.5 reading. Okay. Peeps.